All right, the only guys we're rolling out right now are Avery and Carlisle.
What are your expectations of JT and Buck?
They're tracking well, I'll say that.
Maybe game time decisions.
They're tracking very well. Yeah.
Did Buck practice today?
No, rest day.
What did you see from JT this week, John?
Obviously coming off, a couple weeks, but looked good out there, running around, got good strength, so he looked good.
Carlisle's a candidate for IR?
We'll see. Working through that.
With Houston, those two edge guys,
Yeah.
how difficult is it when you've got two guys to pay attention to as opposed to like Pittsburgh? And you can,
Yeah, no, it's difficult. Both those guys, Anderson and Daniel Hunter, I mean, they're really good players. They got good speed, good power. So it'll be a tough challenge for us, and we know that. But again, we got to be great in our pass sets this week, and definitely have a plan for those guys for sure.
How much does it help that if JT and Buck play, that they play positions that like guys rotate in at? You have a pitch count at times for guys. Like, how much does that help versus other positions?
Yeah, no, it helps. But getting those two guys back, if they're ready to roll, it'll be huge. They're two really talented players that help us tremendously on both sides of the football. So it'll be good to see where that goes.
You mentioned it. Did Pitt practice today?
No rest.
With him, somebody like him, what does he have to do? He may practice once a week for a while. What does he have to do does he go through walkthroughs?
Yeah, he does walkthroughs.
What does he have to do to compensate for what he's missing?
Well, I think, he's a younger player, but he's still a veteran in that room. And the mental aspect of it, we're not worried about him going out there on Sundays and playing because, he does that at a high level anyways. But he's just going through the repetitions, getting in that routine, that weekly routine, obviously taking care of him with that routine.
With young quarterbacks, what is the challenge of going out on the road and playing on the road in those conditions? And how does Anthony kind of handle that?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge too on the road in these environments is handling the noise. You know what I mean? Making sure that communication's on point. Because obviously when you get down the red zone and third down, it's going to be loud. Getting out into that huddle, making sure everyone's on point, knowing what they're doing and where guys are aligned, and if we got kills or checks in, making sure the communication's at a premium is the biggest thing. And that's just not just a young quarterback. That's all quarterbacks in the league. I mean, that's a big deal going on the road for sure.
Yeah, it was just week 8, but how much do you stress the divisional importance to your guys with this one?
Huge. I stress it more than anything. I mean, we talk about it all the time. You want to win division championship, you got to win division games. And going on the road against a division opponent, it's a big game for us and it's a big game for them. So, we both know what's at stake going into this thing.
Reggie talked about A.D. Mitchell having kind of an unorthodox style. Have you seen that as far as just his ability to get open or run routes? It's like it just isn't how you would necessarily teach it, but it works for him? Yeah,
I think he's got a natural ability to create the separation. He's got great body movement at the top of routes. He's probably got a little more sauce than some other guys, but he does create that separation, which is tremendous. So I'm looking forward to him to keep developing and keep growing as we get going with this thing.
History, when you guys play teams a second time, do you notice substantial changes? Like how is that dynamic different from just seeing team once?
Yes and no. I mean, I would say it depends. You know what I mean? When you look back on it, you know what I mean? We'll see after this game, if they have, tremendous change on either side of the football, and they probably look at us the same way. But I think from a personnel standpoint, I think that's the biggest thing. You know what I mean? We know them. They know us. We know the matchups. They know the matchups. So I think that's the biggest thing.
Is there a little bit of Kenny in Sam Womack's game, just from a ability to read defense or read offenses? I mean,
yeah, I don't like to compare players, but he is doing a hell of a job. Obviously, that comes from film study and grinding away during the weekly preparation. But he's playing good ball for us right now, for sure.